guys, it's Tina, and me and my shoulders are back. I love off the shoulder tops, guys. Like, what? It's like my version of cleavage. Like, get into it. I don't know, it's my thing. All right, I really love off the shoulder tops, but oh my god, they're so hard to keep off the damn shoulder. How are you guys doing? How's everyone? Oh my god, I am in a happy mood today. Okay, I am filming and I'm feeling it. Like, I am in the spirit to play with makeup, so that's what we're doing today. I have tons of new products that I'm getting into. I have Oden's eyeshadow palette. I wanted to play with this because that side of the palette had me intrigued, so definitely digging into this. I have a new K-Beauty foundation you guys might be interested in seeing. This is from Innisfree. I also have a little bit of Maybelline going on. This is their instant, what is it called? Their 4-in-1 glow makeup. This is the Instant Age Rewind Perfector. We have a new concealer from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I am a little bit on the fence with Anastasia Beverly Hills, guys. I don't know what to think or how to feel about them. Let me know, like, are we giving them a chance? I'm not sure because they're still kind of sketchy, you know what I'm saying? But we're trying out the new concealer. I also have the Huda Beauty Tantour to try out. Someone said that this was their favorite cream bronzer and I wanted to try it out. I didn't try it out when it originally launched, so I want to try it out now. And I even have a beauty blender powder. I know, beauty blender, who, what? So they have a loose powder and I saw it in store and I tried it out and I'm like, oh, okay, we're gonna try that out. So we're trying out quite a few products in this video, quite a few new products. Again, I just wanted to play in makeup and kind of ease my way back into filming. This is going to be a long one, so strap in. And yeah, if you want to see how I created this look and just chat and hang out with me, maybe I can keep you company while you cook dinner, or maybe you're getting ready too. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Alright guys, so as usual, we're starting off with a clean, freshly washed face. This time around though, I did fill in my brows and I'm gonna go in with some moisturizer. Today we are using the Daily Greens Oil-Free Gel Moisturizer from Pharmacy. I just dropped that on my leg, but that's fine. I'll just use the excess on my actual leg, that's fine. So this is a gel moisturizer, which I absolutely love for my oily skin. I don't know, it smells, what is that smell? It smells almost fruity, like a vegetable maybe. So it's silicone free, which is great. And it says it's formulated with ingredients known to hydrate and reduce shine. So that's why I'm like, I'm into this. It has a papaya on the packaging, on the label. So I wonder if that's what it smells like. No, that's no papaya that I know of. But it's very comfortable. It is hydrating. I'm gonna see how it works against shine. Like, I never truly looked at my skin and said, oh, this is helping to control shine, but it definitely is very hydrating. In fact, I look kind of shiny. Like, I look a little plump. So it says it has moringa and papaya. So those are fruits. So maybe that's what it smells like. I really do like the Pharmacy products. So we're using that moisturizer. Now I'm gonna go back in with my Paula's Choice Hyaluronic Acid and Peptide Lip Booster. I used this guy before and I didn't do a follow-up on how it felt. So it's just a liquid, like a liquid lip balm. It is not very hydrating and that's why I wanted to use it again. I will use it in videos, but it's not something that I would wear to bed as like a lip mask or something that I would rely on to really hydrate my lips, because it's not very hydrating. I use other hydrating lip balms that just work way better. Even the Paula's Choice, look at this. This is the lip screen. The writing is completely rubbed off. This is the lip screen with SPF, I believe it's 50. And this works great for day-to-day wear. So if you're going out in the sun, it's great for your lips and it keeps them from getting burnt. And it's very hydrating and it stays in place. So if I had to recommend anything, I would say go with the lip screen, because you can also use it at night. Anyway, let's go in with a primer that we haven't used in a while. How are you guys doing? I want you to tell me what's going on with you guys. This is the MAC Paint Pot. So Ulta is having their 21 days of beauty. I'm gonna do a video speaking about the different items that they have on sale for the entire duration and speak about the things that I think are worth checking out. And the MAC Paint Pots is actually one of them. And my favorite shade from them is Laying Low. And I decided to pull it out. I forgot how much I loved the MAC Paint Pots. Like back in the day, everybody used these as eyeshadow bases and primers and they were so good. And Laying Low was my shade because it matches my skin tone pretty well. It's matte, it helps eyeshadow stay in place, it doesn't crease. So I'm like, if these are on sale, you should probably check them out. So for today's eyeshadow palette, I am using this one from Oden's Eye. So this is the Saga of Freeha palette, and it's dual-sided, but it's still pretty compact considering that it's a two-sided palette. And there are 9 shades on each side, so you get a total of 18 shades. On one side you have more berry tones, some neutral shades, and like a pop of a shimmery aquamarine. Those are really beautiful, and you have quite a good assortment of mattes and shimmers. And then on the other side you have a green, an orange, like some bronzy shades, and that's the side that I am going to play in. Oden's Eye is based in Sweden, so it's an indie brand, but it's not really spoken about that much in the US, but they do have some pretty decent products, and the more and more I use their eyeshadows, the more and more I fall in love with their formulation. So I'm gonna play in this palette today and show you just how it performs. So let's go ahead and start out with the shade Truth. This shade is like a mustardy caramel brown, and when I see shades like this, I am automatically in love because it's spot on my skin tone and it's great for using in the transition area. Like, look at that. It's one of those shades that I like to have as a single eyeshadow so I can use it with any palette because it just works perfectly for transition and blending. And the Oden's Eye matte formulation is actually pretty good. Like, it blends on really seamlessly. Like, you're gonna see. Let's go in with the orange shade, which is Intelligent. So I first heard from them from Amy Loves Makeup, okay? She talks about them and I'm like, Oden's Eye, who are they? And then they released this beautiful collection. It was the Norns collection, and they had their 6-pan eyeshadow palette, and the I think it's Oud collection. Listen, I need to Google how to pronounce a lot of these because all of their palettes, all of their products are based on Norse mythology, which is different from Greek mythology, and they have like tons of goddesses and there's a lot of female empowerment. So I'm like, I am all about it. Like, look how that orange applied and just gave me a beautiful wash. I'm just going for a wash of color here. I'm not really trying to get too much color payoff. I'm just creating like a transition area. So when I tried out that Ord palette, it had this beautiful deep matte green in it, and when I tell you it blended like butter, I was like, oh, let me find out. So that's when I started to use more and more of their palettes, and they sent me a few in PR to try out. So I've just been testing them out and enjoying them. The color stories that they have are a lot more natural. They have a lot of cranberry tones, a lot of more natural tones, but I love the color, which is why I'm like, I'm gonna use this palette, even though I'm actually gonna do more of a neutral eye today, I am thinking. So I'm gonna pop over to the other side of the palette and grab the Passion shade. This is a matte red. Ooh, look at that pigment. So I don't want this to get too red. I'm not into reds like that, but I think the red with the orange with the caramel shade is gonna give us like a beautiful little sunset situation. It's cute, right? I picked up very little on the brush, and then once you put it down, it blends and it gives you that color punch that you're looking for. And you can go slowly and build it up, or you can just go for a wash of color. Now, I don't want this to get too red. So like I said, what's going on with you guys? A lot is going on in the world today. Whew! The Haiti crisis is just so heartbreaking. If you guys have the means to donate, please do. It's so difficult to find the right charities because you never know what these charities are doing. You just try your best. Like if you donate to Red Cross or like the humanitarian charities, you're like, are they really doing the right thing? You go in with the best intentions, but you never know. So I don't feel comfortable recommending any charities, honestly, because I don't know the backstory. And I hate like tying my name or giving my word for a charity and then it turns out to be like not so savory. So I'm not gonna say anything, but donate to whichever cause you believe is best. And also there's so much going on in Afghanistan right now. It's a whole situation. And there's a hurricane on its way up in the south on the anniversary of one of the deadliest natural disasters that the US has experienced. It's just, it's a lot, and I'm just praying that everybody stays safe. It's, oh my god, oh, you know what? Oh, let's play in makeup and try to distract ourselves because there is a lot going on, but I don't want to not mention it, okay? Let's keep everyone in our thoughts and prayers because there's a lot going on and we need to like come together and send out positive energy, okay? Let's do that, but let's go back to the palette. It's fitting that I go in with the shade Strength now. This is a rich dark brown, and from experience, this brown goes a long way. So I'm picking up very little, okay, and just tapping it. Like, I don't want to go in too heavy-handed with this at first. I'm gonna lightly build this up to the desired intensity. Now the thing about it is I love a deep brown. I love a deep colorful shade. I love rich shades because I use them to darken up my outer V and I create dimension with them. And I also use them on my lower lash line to smoke out looks. So I love having rich shades in palettes. But with these shades, I have to kind of tread carefully, like tread lightly, because I want to still have, you see how it's doing like a little sunset situation? That's what I want. I want to create that little sunset where we still see the red and orange peeking through and the brown doesn't take over. So I am going very lightly and applying this. So at first I was using my number 5 brush. Is this a V5? The number 5 brush from BH Cosmetics, which is absolutely amazing. And then I have my Deluxe Crease brush here from Real Techniques, which is a stiffer blending brush. And like, just look how effortlessly these blend. And what I like about the matte formulation from Oden's Eye is that it looks so airbrushed, like it's coming from my skin. Have you ever seen like those shows? Like I was watching All American, right? And those girls, their makeup, oh my god, especially Olivia, her eyeshadow always looks like it's just coming from her skin. Like it's so well blended. It just looks seamless, like you can't tell that there's powder. It looks like they use cream eyeshadow, which I don't know if they do, but it looks so effortless and seamless, and I love that look. And that's kind of the vibe I get from Oden's Eye. Like the colors look like a stain on the skin. They're not staining your skin, but they look like a stain. Anyway, moving on. Let's use the shade Inherit. This is a beautiful bronze tone. Now when you pick it up on the brush, it seems a little bit flaky, but look how it applies. I want to do that glowy look from All American, if I'm honest. You know what? I still, it looks nice, but I kind of still want to dampen my brush. Okay, I'm going to dampen it anyway. I probably shouldn't be dampening a natural hair brush, but we're going to just go for it. This is a jumbo blender from Sonia G. And, ooh, great. So this doesn't make it look crepey or anything, which sometimes can happen when you dampen eyeshadows. They can come off a little bit crepey. All right, so we have that bronze shade all over the lid. That's pretty. So I don't know if you can see like the sparkle. It's ooh, that's pretty, but it's not chunky sparkle, which I don't love either. You know what I want to try though? So they have these marble shades. This one is Spark. I've already ruined the marbling just from swatching, but I'm gonna pop that on the center part of the, ooh, yes. So this has like green sparkles in it, but the green, is the green showing? No, it shows as more of a champagne. Oh, that's stunning. That is pretty. So more and more of these companies are doing these marble shades. So I know that Nomad Cosmetics recently did that. That's their Parks palette, whatever, the US Parks, National Parks palette. They have those marble shades, and I know Huda Beauty does them as well. So what do you guys say? I mean, that's pretty, right? All right, let me pull back and work on the face now. And we have more new products to go through. I'm gonna go in with this Innisfree Velvet Cover Foundation. So this is a K-beauty brand, and I wanted to try out their foundation because they have a few shades that are deeper. And with Asian beauty, Korean beauty, they don't usually have deep shades because they don't cater to richer skin, because they're catering to their population, which don't go really deep dark, you know what I'm saying? So I wanted to try out these shades because I'm like, oh, that looks like it might match me, so let me try it out. So I have the shade W41 and W37. W41 actually matches me pretty well. I was surprised, but I might need to mix in a little bit of 37. I'll let you see what the shades look like. So that's W41 and then 37. They're already mixing together themselves, so that's good. So do you see, like, I feel like W41 matches me pretty well, but what I found is that my face is a little bit deeper than my neck and the rest of my body. So while it might match my face, it ends up looking too deep because it looks darker than the rest of my body. So I have to kind of go a little bit lighter with the tone on my face so that it matches up with my skin, especially if I'm wearing like a sleeveless top or I'm showing my neck and shoulders, because then you can see how obvious the difference in shade is. This, was that fragrance? Hold on. I don't know if that's the brush, because the soap that I wash my brushes with has a fragrance. So I don't know if that fragrance is coming from the brush. I feel like it, no, that's coming from the foundation. There's a little bit of a fragrance. It's not flowery or sweet or anything. It just smells, it smells it smells interesting. It smells like a chemical product that they tried to disguise, but it's still a little chemically. It's not a bad fragrance, it's just that there is fragrance. So if you're not into fragrance in your makeup, just be mindful that there is fragrance there for sure that I'm smelling. Ooh, okay, so now I'm gonna go in with a new concealer. The foundation, all right, it feels nice. It still feels, it needs to set, so I'm gonna wait for it to set. It blended out really nicely. It's like a thicker liquid. It's not a heavy liquid. I can feel it. It's not really extremely lightweight on my skin at all. I wouldn't say it's like a lightweight, I don't feel it foundation, like barely there. I feel it. I feel like I am wearing foundation. I need to go and dampen a sponge. I'll be right back. Some of my sponges have had their day, child. I need to go ahead and toss them. Like this one has blue on it. I don't know, like I can't get the blue out. It's from Eyeshadow and I have some little rips and stuff. We're gonna get rid of some of these in a little bit, but I have a new concealer. We have the ABH concealer. You know what I was thinking? You guys let me know. So the shade I have is number 18. This is the Magic Touch concealer. It's new to their lineup. It's their new launch. I did a video on the ABH cream bronzer, cream blushes, and highlighters. And overall, I did like the products. But then I was thinking to myself, am I ready to let ABH back in? I don't know, like I am still, so they don't employ black people, okay, on their staff, like their main staff. They will hire black makeup artists here or there, like King Malik Magic. She does beautiful makeup for their promos, so she debuted the concealer, like she did a video with the concealer on Deeper Richer Skin. So they employ artists like that, but then she made a comment as well when, I don't know if you guys know Taj. Taj was working with them on a campaign and she had a whole situation with them where they didn't pay her what she'd requested or that they'd agreed on. And then they were talking about how, you know, Mars was in retrograde or whatever the hell, okay? Because Norvina, who is the daughter of Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I believe she is now like the creative director, maybe the CEO, whatever. She is behind the brand now, like doing all the products and development and whatever. She's the one in charge now. She has this whole, she believes in astrology and she does all these things with the moon, the stars, and all this stuff, okay? And she was like, oh, Mars, oh my god, Mercury is in retrograde, so she can't deal with Taj right now. It was very unprofessional, and I didn't like that. And then with their shady business practices, like it's just been shady, and their friendship with like Jeffree Star and all this stuff. And I don't know how I feel. Like, I was just thinking about it. Like, I just picked up the product because it was new, and I'm like, I wanted to try it out because I was trying out so many cream bronzers, and I'm like, oh, let me try this out as well. Okay, the concealer, nice. Do I think you need this concealer for $29? No. Is it a nice concealer? Sure, but there are other concealers on the market that you can also use and whatever. So when I picked up the concealer, this is where my dilemma was. I picked up the concealer, so I'm gonna go in with this powder from Beauty Blender. This is their Bounce Soft Focus Gemstone Setting Powder in the shade Topaz. I have a Sephora store closer to me, so that's what the powder looks like. It has the little mesh, which I prefer for powders. So finally there's a Sephora closer to me, because you know Sephora has gone to Kohl's now, right? I'm gonna put this under the eyes. This powder, when I swatched it in store, I was like, oh, it's so smooth. It's so gorgeous. Like, it has this, I don't know, this glow to it, but it's not shiny, it's not glittery. It just has this beautiful finish, and I figured this would be really great under the eyes. They have other shades too. They have lighter ones and deeper ones, but this has like a certain glow to it that I figured would work well under the eyes, you know, to give me a little bit of a glow, because under my eyes I have like normal skin, so it can look a little bit dry, especially when the rest of my skin has kind of warmed up. Like right now, I set it, it's matte. Well, it's not really matte, it's more of a like a natural satin finish. Ooh, that's looking a little bit crepey. I don't know if it's a powder or the concealer. So I was able to go in store and see different things, and when I saw that powder, I was able to try it out because I saw their cream blushes. It seems like that Sephora in Kohl's had some of the newer launches out before the larger Sephora stores that are around me. Now they're not as close because the Kohl's is like literally down the street, so now it's so much easier for me to go to that location, which is perfect. I really love that for me. Well, not really, because now I'm gonna go to Sephora more. But before, I'd have to go like out of my way to go to Sephora. It's like 11 or 12 miles from me, which is not a big deal. I'll still drive. I'll do the drive. I don't care. But it's now so convenient because it's right there. But when I saw the powder, I was like, all right, perfect. So they have some of the newer launches out at that store, and I was able to pick them up, which is why I have the Makeup Forever powder, which says it's coming soon on the Sephora website, and it's not at the other Sephora locations, but I was able to get it. So this is the HD setting powder. I used it in my last Get Ready With Me, but I wanted to try it again because I think the finish is beautiful, but I wore it like for a couple of hours and my skin started to get oily. So I wanted to try it by pressing it into my skin versus just dusting it over my face as like a finishing powder, because it's a setting powder and I wanted to set my skin, right? And it doesn't get powdery, so even though I seem like I'm putting on a lot, it's not gonna get too powdery or dry. At least I'm hoping. It's not looking powdery at all, thankfully. Oh my god, I didn't put any foundation or anything around my lips. Hold on. I have a little bit of a breakout, do you see it? My god. So I had like little, like, you know those little bumps that have to be popped? So I popped them and then they left a scar. So that's what I have going on here. So I need to put concealer there. The concealer color, I have shade 18, like I mentioned. It's a good shade for me, but I feel like concealers are a dime a dozen now. So you have to do something extra for me to really fall in love, and I'm not falling in love with this one. It's okay. I just don't think it's all that, you know? The powder though, I like the finish of this. I like the color of it. I like it, but I need it to actually mattify for me to think it's doing its job, because otherwise it's just another setting powder. And I have glitter sparkle all over my face from the eyeshadow. Hold on. This is why you do your face after your eyeshadow. However, I did not clean off the sparkle before I went in, so that was my mistake. Oh god, is this gonna look crepey now? I just wanted to get rid of the sparkle. Anyway, what was I saying? I don't know what I was saying. Oh, the powder. I want it to be a mattifying powder because I really like the finish of it, and I'm hoping that it really does what I need it to do. You know what I'm saying? All right, I kind of want to now, after I've done that, deepen up my outer V some more. So I'm gonna go back into the dark brown that we used. Remember, I was going very carefully. Now I'm just gonna go in with it and really build up the dimension on that outer V. This is a Sonia Kashuk crease brush. It is a shorter, denser brush, so it will pick up more product and give me more color payoff. So you see how the brown is rich, right? So you can get really deep with it, but it blends out really nicely as well. And now I can level up on the intensity. The sparkle is so pretty, but it definitely falls down on your face. All right, what else do I have? I have a ton of new products, okay? So I have a new cream bronzer. Let me zoom out just a little bit. Okay, so this is from Huda Beauty. It's not new to Huda, it's new to me. It is the Tantour Contour and Bronzer Cream, and I have the shade medium here. When I did my cream bronzer video, I will link it over here so you can check it out. Someone mentioned this and they said they really loved it. And I remember this product coming out, but I wasn't interested in cream bronzers at the time, so I never tried it out. It is an older product, and I decided to just go ahead and grab it. Ooh, this is medium? Oh, Huda, let me find out. So if this is medium, that is a lot. That is deeper than I expected it to be, Huda. Huda! Wait! It's very pigmented. Jeez! And it is a rich color. Okay, you're gonna need to blend out, ma'am, because I cannot have all of this richness. I mean, it's blending out pretty easily too. Okay. Do I like that color? It has a little bit of red to it, but not too much. It's a nice warm, it's warm. Let me see. Let me come back over here. Is that too much? Did I do too much? I may have done too much. Hold on. No. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. All right, I'm gonna try to blend that out in a little bit, but let me grab my Anissa Beauty brush. I'm just getting a little bit, because that was, ooh, girl, this intense. She intense. She rich. She rich like Huda. Okay, but it's blending. I like that color. Let me think about the color. I gotta think about the color. Is it too red? I really love a warm, like, caramel bronzer, and more bronzers are leaning on the red side, and I need it to be a little bit more caramel. Not gray. I don't want a gray one, but I also don't want a red one. I think on the hollows of my cheek it's fine. It's fine, but on my forehead it did a lot. I need a I'm gonna need to just use my foundation brush to back that off a bit, because it's a lot. Oh my god. Okay, so I learned my lesson. A little goes a long way. You don't need to use that much. It looks a little bit red. Does it? Doesn't it? I think because I use so much and the foundation is a little bit more on the warm side, so it looks red. All right, next up, let's go in with this face contour stick from Westman Atelier. So someone asked me to try out Westman Atelier, and I was like, all right, but they are pricey, child. And this was the first product of theirs that I picked up, the contour stick, because the shade looked amazing. So this shade is Truffle, which is their deeper shade, I guess. And I've been using it as a contour for my nose, and it works really well. Like, the color is very subtle, but it gives perfect shading, right? It's very pricey though. And then I got some of their other products that I am going to try out, but not in this video. But I just wanted to use the contour stick and let you guys know that I am intending on testing out Westman Atelier. I have the foundation, I have a cream blush. They're all cream products. So I have foundation, blush, bronzer, highlighter. So you'll see those coming up. Y'all, Huda's Tantour had me shook just now. It really took me by surprise. I was not expecting that. That was a lot, okay? Let me move on. So I'm going in with this cream blush. This is from Ritual Defik, another brand that people wanted me to try out. So this is called their Inner Glow Cream Pigment. And it can be used, I guess, as a blush, bronzer, highlight, whatever shade you choose. Like, do with it what you will. And you can probably even use these on your eyes. But the shade I have is Delirium. That's a pretty shade, right? It's like an orangey terracotta. I'm just gonna pick that up. And is it picking up on the brush? Is it? Let me work it around. Because it don't look like it's moving. Okay, now it's picking up. Okay, I got it. There's a little film layer on top of it, which with cream products, when they're in this type of packaging, you're not keeping them airtight, so they can technically dry out. And I think that's what happened here. It dried out a little bit, but this color, do you see it? It's like a coppery red. That is pretty. Okay, so I have two of these. I have like a tan brown one that is also really pretty, and I really like the formulation. They're pricey though. They're available at Ulta. They're pricey, but like the formulation and the shades that they have, I do like. So this color, it blends out. Like, it's cute, right? So here's the next thing that I'm gonna try out. This one happens to be drugstore, so not as pricey as like the other stuff. I'm trying to mix in different price ranges here and try out like a bunch of products right now. So the next thing we have is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Perfector 4-in-1 Glow Makeup. Oh my god. So there are like 5 shades of this, and when it launched, people were like, oh my god, what the hell is that? Because it's meant to be a primer, concealer, highlighter, BB cream. Like, they're trying to have way too much going on in this one product. So it's 4-in-1, and I'm like, what are you doing? So it's a glow product. So you can use it as a primer to highlight your skin. You can use it as a highlighter on its own, and you can use it all over as like a tinted product with a glow. Up to you. And then also as a concealer. I'm like, concealer? What are you concealing with the... No, you're not concealing anything, right? So I picked up 2 shades. I have number 2 medium and number 3 medium deep. These are kind of the drugstore versions of the Charlotte Tilbury, what is this called? The Hollywood Flawless Filter. So I picked up a mini of one of these. I got shade 6.5 deep. I'm gonna swatch these so you can see. So the Charlotte Tilbury is also kind of one of those products that you're supposed to use all over as a primer, as a highlighter. Like, use it for whatever. And I don't know, like, I've never gotten into the hype of the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. People love it. I don't care. So this one is the Charlotte Tilbury one, which is very much my skin tone. That's the shade Deep, and it's a beautiful glow product, right? I would use that definitely like on my cheeks as a natural highlighter. Beautiful. This one is the medium Deep from Maybelline. So is it shinier or is it just a different color? So this one looks a little bit more like bronzy, kind of coppery. And then number 2, which is medium, is still like a tan shade with a little bit, yeah, like they don't quite dupe out the shade I have for the Charlotte Tilbury, but they have a very similar vibe and glow to them. So we're gonna try this out. I know Auric also has one of those liquid like glow products that a lot of people seem to like as well. I haven't gotten on that bandwagon. Like I said, that type of product isn't really my jam because I don't want to glow like crazy. Look how this Ritual Defeat product, I really like. Alright, so this has a sponge tip applicator like their other Age Rewind products, and you click it to get the product to come up. And the applicator, I know people are like, oh, they don't like the sponge applicators, but this has like ingredients in it to fight bacteria, so you don't worry about it too much. And if you're only using it on your own skin, you should be fine. But in case you're like apprehensive, just put it on the back of your hand or put it on like a palette and then apply it. But they have like antibacterial technology in the applicator to prevent it from, you know, getting all nasty and moldy. Oh, okay. I mean, that's cute. It's very natural. I can see people using this as a base or like a primer to start out with, to give that very subtle, it's very subtle. It's like a dewy glow rather than like an in-your-face highlight. I like that because I like a subtle highlight. I like it. It's very natural. So the shade I used just now was number 2. I didn't go in with the deeper shade, that more bronzy shade. That is pretty. That is low-key pretty. You know what? I'm gonna try out. Let me try out the Hollywood one on this side, just to see like the comparison. Like, does it do the same thing? Let's see. Yeah, if I use it the same way, it's kind of giving just that dewy look. Yeah, it does the same thing to me. It depends on the shade you're looking for. Maybe the Flawless filter has a shade that you want. Maybe the Maybelline has a shade that you want. But the price point, you better go with the Maybelline. But that is cute. That is, you know what I'm saying? Like, hi. All right, so what are we doing next? I know we did blush, highlighter, and contour. I mean, that cream bronzer has me feeling some type of way. I want to go in with another bronzer, honestly. I feel a little bit attacked by the undertone of it, so I'm going to go in with the LYS No Limits Matte Bronzer. I have the shade Courage, which is the tan shade. You see how that has more caramel to it? I'm going to use that to try to give me a little bit of a bronze look, like the golden bronze that I prefer versus that red that's happening, because you know, I don't mind it, but I don't feel like being red today. I don't. This bronzer from LYS is one of my favorite shades of bronzer because it is more golden. It tamed that a little bit. I feel a little bit better now. Okay, let's finish up the eyes. What are we doing with the eye? Oh my god, we didn't even finish up the eyes. So on the lower lash line, let's do the green. Yeah, right? So that's the shade Defend, and I'm just gonna run that on the outer lower lash line. That is actually really pretty, and it's applying really well. Now I'm gonna go in with Compassion, which is this pinky shimmery shade. That one has a little bit of green to it, so I'm hoping it will translate. And I'm just gonna pop that on the inner tear duct. This is a Colored Rain mini blending brush, by the way. It's the perfect size for getting on that inner tear duct area, but it's still allowing me to blend it. So you see, it has like a little bit of a green tint. It's not really pink once you apply it. And I think that works really well to brighten up that inner tear duct. Nice. Okay, I don't like this concealer. It is creasing, so I'm gonna have to powder that some more. But what I'm gonna do is apply mascara and lashes. And today I am using the Allure Luxe Plush Lashes. This is number 15. I thought these were so pretty, so I'm gonna pop these on and we're gonna go from there. These lashes are so soft and lush. They feel so delicate. I really love them. Easy to apply, and they're giving me a lot of volume. I am loving this. Now I'm gonna go in with a little bit of liner on my lower waterline. I'm using the Sephora Colorful Shadow and Liner in the shade Staying Alive, which is a deep teal shade. I think that will offset the green on the lower lash line. And then I popped on like my lower lash mascara. I think this eye look, ooh, is so pretty. Oh, I need a brow highlight, but I am not loving the concealer. It is creasing and creping, and that may have to do with the powder, but the powder doesn't look bad anywhere. I don't know. I'm not loving that right now. I'm really not. So I don't know what to do with that. I'm not feeling that vibe. Now, is there a shade I can use for a highlighter under the brow? I'm gonna go back in with Truth. That's the one we used on the brow bone, like as a transition shade. But I think it's light enough, yeah, to use as a brow highlight. That works really well, and it's really smooth. So, boom, done. All right, think it's time for an outfit change, and then we're gonna do a lip. So, ooh, my mirror's all up in the, mind your business. I will be right back. Whoo, all right, here we are back, and I don't know what to do for the lips. I think, actually, I do. I don't know why I just said I didn't, because I actually just went and picked out the lip color. I know what I'm doing for the lips, but I don't know if it's gonna go with this look. I really love how this eyeshadow look turned out. I am not into like sparkly lids or anything, but I think this looks so pretty. Let me show you guys up close so you can see. Isn't that pretty? Like, right? Am I tripping? I think that looks so pretty. And with the green on the lower waterline and lash line, I think really it's giving me something. Y'all let me know what you think. So here's the thing that I want to do. I want to do a purple lip. I haven't done a purple lip in forever. So the lip color that I have is from Gucci. It's one of their matte lipsticks. You know I love their matte lipsticks. So this is the shade Sophie Plum. It's 606. It's a plummy purple, and we're just gonna go for it, okay? Okay, so you guys experienced that fall with me, right? Yeah. The camera just fell all the way over, and that's how my mic got damaged the last time. And the time before that, it fell on my hand. And I don't know about you, but let me tell you something, okay? These cameras are heavy, okay? The lens hit my hand so hard, I cried a little bit, like, you know when you internally gulp, like you go, that was me. So, we're back. It's fine. This lip though, pretty, right? I'm gonna go over it with a little bit of my Rouge Volupte Shine from Yves Saint Laurent, YSL. It's the shade 19. It's just a, like a purple, purpley fuchsia shade. It's a shine shade, so I just wanted to add a little bit of glow to this without adding a gloss. That's why I'm going in with this. That is pretty. I wasn't sure how the purple was gonna go, but low-key, I really like that. Oh my god, I like how I look. Like, oh my god, I like how I look. No, it's cute. This turned out a lot better than I was expecting. All right, let's run through the products quickly. Well, not too quickly, but quickly. All right, foundation. I actually like this foundation from Innisfree. The shade that I would go for if you use me as a skin tone match is W41. Now, these aren't too pricey, which is it's the trap that I fall into with drugstore makeup and with lower price point foundations. I end up buying multiple shades because it's not too pricey, and then it ends up costing me the same as a higher end foundation. But anyway, if you wanted to get another shade to mix with it, I would go with W37 because together I think they work really well. The 41 shade works well on its own, and then 37 actually works well on its own too if I don't have a tan. That's what I would go with if you were interested in trying out this foundation. It does have a beautiful finish. I like how it looks on the skin. It does have a velvety look. It doesn't dry down completely. Like, I set my face, so I don't even know what I'm feeling, but it looks really pretty on the skin. It doesn't look cakey or dry, so I like it. So if you're interested in trying it out, it might be worth checking out. The matte powder from Makeup Forever. I am still on the fence with this, but I love how it looks. So I'm just gonna keep testing it out. But so far, I've been enjoying it. It's just that it doesn't keep me completely matte that I've seen. Right now, I'm still pretty matte, but I haven't been wearing this makeup for too long just yet. But I do like how it looks on the skin. It doesn't give flashback and it doesn't look cakey. It's very airbrushed. It looks really pretty on the skin. All right, the Ritual Defeat Cream Blush. I really love this color, but I found that my cheeks really eat blush, especially cream blushes. Eat it up, just eat it up. Like, where is it? It's gone. So cream blushes on me fade pretty quickly. You would have to layer this up and probably use a powder to keep it in place, but I like the color and I like the formulation. So I'm still playing around with my cream blushes to find a really long wearing one, because liquid blushes actually work better for long wear on my cheeks, or powder. But I do like the Ritual Defeat color. It's just, it's not there anymore. The Huda Beauty Cream Bronzer, the Tantour. Y'all, it was a lot. I don't know how I feel about it. I obviously went in with way too much product, you know. I should have just went in lightly and just went from there, but whoo! It blended out nicely. I don't know about the color though. I'm gonna keep testing it out, but the formulation was pretty decent. It applied and blended. It's cute, right? She's cute. I do prefer the LYS bronzer. This is the No Limits bronzer, again in the shade Courage. Oh, the Beauty Blender powder. I love how this looks on the skin. It's not matte. It's not shimmery or shiny, but it has a certain glow to it, but it doesn't accentuate my pores. It just looks like nice skin. So I like this powder. If you were interested in trying this out, I have Topaz. This is a nice powder. I mean, not a lot of people talk about Beauty Blender products because I think, all right, here's what Beauty Blender did wrong. The Beauty Blender overpriced, and when cheaper alternatives came on the market, they just kind of phased out. But Beauty Blender was like popping for a little bit, and then I feel like they took too long to come to the market with makeup products, and that's their downfall. And then with their foundation, they came out with a trash shade range, and they were bashed in the beauty space for that, kind of like Tarte. And I think once you go wrong with a complexion product, you won't build up the momentum anymore because people aren't excited because we already saw your shitty shade range. They've expanded their shade range. I like the foundation, I like the concealer, and now I like the powder, but not a lot of people speak about them, so there you have it. That's where it is. I actually like the powder. I think it's a pretty powder. It does give a beautiful glow to the skin. Okay, the highlighter product, where is it? The CoverGirl thing. Okay, here we are. These 4-in-1 perfectors. I think if you were looking for an alternative to the Hollywood Flawless filter, this applied really beautifully, blended out nicely. It doesn't dry down completely, but it doesn't feel sticky. It just doesn't feel dry on the skin, but it gives a beautiful glow. Like yeah, that definitely looks stunning on my skin. Highlighter, A+. As a like base product, I don't know, you guys are gonna have to try it out. I'm not gonna do that because I don't glow all over, but as a highlighter, a liquid highlighter, I like it. It's very subtle though, so if you're going for that lit from within look, it definitely is going to give you that. The eyeshadow palette, I really do like these eyeshadows. I like how these applied and blended. You guys already saw the shimmer shades have fallout though. That's the only part that I was like, ah, God, Jesus. So, do your foundation last and remove the glitter before you go in with your foundation. I have purple on my finger now. But that's the only drawback, like there's gonna be fallout. So either use a glitter primer or like a sticky base to hold on to the glitter, or do your foundation last and remove, like wipe your face off before you do anything else. But I do like the color story of this, and I do have a discount code with them. I will leave it down below and I'll pop it up on the screen. That will give you, I believe, 10% off. It's an affiliate code as well, so I will get a small sales commission if you use my code. But you know, shop the way you normally shop. No muss, no fuss. You can use anybody else's code, but it gives you money off and then gives me a kickback. So check them out if you're interested. I think this palette is really pretty and it worked out really well. It's a neutral palette with a few colors mixed in, and I actually really appreciate that. All right, now these lashes from Eyelure. I really like these. So I love my Kiss lashes, but I also like some of the Eyelure styles, and this one, it's really pretty. It's given me a lot that I want, and I hope it's on sale during the 21 days of beauty. I know Velour is going on sale and Blink, but I wonder if they're gonna have Eyelure in there as well, because these are pricey. I think these are like $15.99, and I ain't got time for that. So lower the price, because Kiss is killing it with the price point, so lower the price on that, because but they're nice. They're really nice. They feel really luxurious, so really like the lashes. The concealer from Anastasia Beverly Hills, don't like this. I don't like it. It creased under my eyes. It's creasing in my smile line, so remember I applied it around my mouth. So it's creasing a bit, and I am not loving that at all. So I'm just kind of blending it out. I feel like there are other concealers on the market that can knock this out the water. So you can get drugstore concealers. This little Morphe concealer was cute. There's a NYX concealer that's also pretty nice. We have ColourPop as well, CoverGirl. Like, there are too many concealers on the market for me to be bothered with this one. And I honestly prefer the Fenty Beauty Concealer anyway. So this one, the shade match is really good, number 18. But I just don't think the formulation is stellar. It didn't do anything great for me. The lipstick, I love the Gucci lipsticks. This is gorgeous. Like the purple. And then the YSL, cute. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you guys are into, but the Gucci lipsticks, top notch, love them, hands down. One of my favorite, if not my favorite, matte lipstick formula as far as a twist up tube, not liquid lipstick. Like the twist up, it's my favorite. Let me just give it that. All right, what else did I try? That's it. That's the whole rundown. So here you have it, guys. This is the final look. Let me know what you guys think. I think my skin looks really pretty, except for some of the creasing that I'm having around my under eyes and around my mouth. I think everything worked out pretty well. The lips, loving it. Eyes, stunning, loving it as well. So let me know what you guys think. I will leave a full list of the products used and mentioned down below in the description box, along with links on where you can pick them up. If any of those links have an asterisk next to them, that means that they're affiliate links, which means I will get a small sales commission if you make a purchase through those links. I will also leave my affiliate codes below that you can use to get a discount off some of these products, especially the Oden's eyeshadow palette. But there are other affiliate codes that I have, discount codes that give you a discount, and some of them give me a kickback. So just be mindful of that. If you're not comfortable with that, just shop the way you normally shop. No muss, no fuss. But it's an easy way to give back to the channel and to show your support, because it doesn't change the retail price. It just gives me a sales commission. I will also leave links to my Instagram and Twitter, where you should follow me along. And until my next video, which will be very soon, I'll talk to you. Bye, guys.